Hi, it's Carolyn Moore with the Modern Widows Club, and we're continuing to review this Caring for Widows by Brian Croft and Austin Walker. We're on page 17. Every widow experiences grief and invariably feels overwhelmed by sorrow. The transition from being a wife to living as a widow, even if remarriage eventually takes place, is fraught with all kinds of problems. To come to terms with the new situation takes time and is often the occasion when widows need most patience, listening ear, together with sympathy, and wise, sensitive counsel. For example, many widows cry out, "Why me?" and feeling intense anger and frustration are ready to accuse God of unkindness. Others suddenly find themselves overwhelmed and swamped with decisions about everyday matters to do with the house, with the cat, or their husband usually handled. I meant the car, not the cat, the car. Cars and houses are two of the biggest areas that widows do need assistance. I can attest to that. The sharing of a handyman is a hot commodity. Others suddenly find themselves overwhelmed and swamped with the decisions about everyday matters to do with those two things. Still, others face the responsibility of handling finances with fear and trepidation, and sadly, some have to face the horror of discovering that their spouse did not leave the finances in good order. Whether the church should cultivate a distinctive ministry to widows is not only to be determined by the sad experiences and trials of widows following the death of their husbands, but also by what God says in His Word. God is described as the father of the fatherless and the defender of widows in Psalm 68:5. And that one verse alone alerts us to the fact that as far as God is concerned, the widows are the special object of His protection and care. It would seem reasonable to conclude, therefore, that if widows are the concern of God in His holy habitation, then it would be a major failing on the part of the church, not only by the elders and also the deacons, together with every member of the body of Christ, if they shrugged their shoulders and went on quietly with their own lives, ignoring the needs of widows. So that's a really big sentence, paragraph for me, because I do address a lot of places of worship and ask that they have ministries, and to be quite honest with you, only about 10 to 15% of places do. So till next time.